Prova Vandal, is this any good? No. You're gonna need to put a ton of effort into this to make anything close to viable. But it does have a good disposition, then you could consider making a stat stick for this. But we have incarnates for stat stick, so it's kind of hard to stay on the side of this thing. It's kind of hard to defend it. There is really nothing special about this thing. It is a pretty old weapon. I just got rid of one of the builds that I had here for years that used to work, but I was probably going against a normal star chart. This thing really doesn't go far. Mediocre critical chance, okay multiplier. The status chance is good, but then impact and electricity, which is not great. If you want to make anything really good to make use of the status chance, let's say something like heat and use a heat inherit setup, you're gonna have to deal with the electricity before that, so either magnetic or corrosive, and or even radiation. Yeah, I even forgot radiation, but that's already 2 mod slots. Again, the only thing that might save this thing is a freaking ribbon, because it does feel years behind any other machete available. I have 2 builds that I'm gonna show you guys what they do. They're nothing too special, but you're gonna just for you to see that it's not worth the effort you're gonna need to put into this. 12 times corrosive and heat. Oh, you don't have a bane going. Don't care. Yeah, damage is not looking too good. If we primed, and at 12 times the damage is pretty mediocre, and for the age of the weapon, I'm gonna say this is fine. Okay, we don't need every weapon to be perfect. We don't need every weapon to perform the same, but just to tell you that this is one of those. You shouldn't really put some form into this unless you really have a plan for it. Maybe using it, who knows, for a weird and unique build. Yeah. At least for me, the damage and everything looks pretty mediocre. There is no way also of using a relentless combination with this, since we have so few slash procs. There is one on the stance that is guaranteed with the holding the block button, and another one in the heavy attack. But unless you've got a ribbon for this, you're probably not going to be able to use those properly. So you can see that this already isn't really good. With armor strip, we're not making use of the corrosive because we just removed the armor. For the heat, yeah, not too good. But when we armor strip and prime, we kind of get into the category of what doesn't deal damage, you know, and this is pretty underwhelming even doing that. So that, yeah, that's how it goes. Even armor stripping and priming, it's not the best thing. This is a electricity focused build. Let's go again. Do some attacks. Let's prime the targets. Unfortunately, electricity doesn't work very well against armor, and this is one of the main issues. Here is not that bad, to be honest, but yeah, there are weapons that would just work a lot better. But we got a chunky hit on because of Cyclone Kraken. Yeah. Try the armor strip and see what it does. Then we allow the electricity to work. Things get crazy. But then what wouldn't? You know? That's what I mean. I feel like this weapon is years behind, and it's okay. I think that, yeah, even my epitaph, my primer is killing here with armor strip. Is there anyone left? I already lost the combo. Let's use a heavy attack on this one. Not a bad electricity tick, 200k, but pretty underwhelming. It's an old weapon. It's fine that it doesn't perform, you know, all of that good stuff. All of that well, let's say. But it's there. It's mastery. Grab it for the mastery. Do it. But I can't really recommend you to put form into this thing. There is really not any good reason to do it, unless you got a ribbon and a very specific setup that you're trying to make. There is also this, which is unique of the weapon, but only a AoE of electricity, nothing too crazy. You know, it's not even the heavy, it's the regular that procs it, and you know, what's it really gonna do? Nothing too big. Yeah. Leave it a like, subscribe, and peace.